The challenge is real. Well, hello and welcome to my channel. Age is just a number, and my name is Barbara Jean. This is a channel for women over 40, over 50, over 60 and beyond who have a love of fashion and beauty. And today it is all about fashion, and I am so excited to be bringing to you this collab that I am doing with my dear friend Aurelia over at Aurelia M. She is a personal stylist, and she specializes in fashion for the petite plus size. Now, I specialize in fashion for the mature woman because I am also a personal stylist. We thought we would come together and talk about one of the challenges of the upcoming season, and that is spring dresses, and the challenge that this causes us because we are petite, and how we try and get around it, and hopefully maybe we can give you some tips too for when you're shopping, and if you are petite size. It doesn't matter if you are plus size or straight size petite. A lot of these tips that we're both going to be sharing can work with each other. So first of all, Aurelia, thank you for doing this collab with me. I'm so excited, and I will have a link to her channel down below. So if you do not know her, I can't imagine you don't, but you should. We have been doing the Thrifted Look for Less challenge together for a long time, and I could just listen to her talk all the time. She's just got that voice, that's just that calming voice. It's always so even toned, and it's mesmerizing, and she's just gorgeous, and she has got a style sense that like no other. And I hang on every word when I watch her videos, and I just appreciate them so much. So without further ado, let's get into the challenges that petite women face shopping for spring dresses. All right, we're going to start off with something that I like is a dress without a waist, because the waist position on dresses are probably one of my most challenging pieces, because if you were a straight something like this, you don't have a waist to a set waist. You can put a belt with it, yes you can, and create your own waist with it where you need it to be. So this is one of the things that I look for also when I am buying spring dresses. Of course, the color, it's not in my color wheel, but hey, you know what? I love pink, and it is a beautiful spring color. Now, what I like to pair with something like that is, this is a beautiful Betsy Johnson kimono. Now, I've had this for years. Now, one of the things is that being petite, I don't pick a lot of loud or large prints on my petite body. Now, I did this because it's such a sheer fabric. It's very sheer. It's not too overflowy, and you'll see in the pictures that I put up here that it works because of the sheer fabric. But if you have a fitted style knit clingy dress, something like this, and you're not comfortable with it, you're not comfortable with your arms out, this, because it is the kimono style and it's sheer fabric, you can get away with that, and that helps with not having a set-in waist. It's also about the length of this, and you'll see in the picture that the length of the kimono is longer than the length of the skirt, but then I have paired it with a very neutral shoe as well. So in that aspects of not a set waist, another type of dress that I like in the spring and the summer are slip dresses. They do not have the set waist. Now, one of the things that I like to look for on slip dresses are the adjustable straps, to where if they're not adjustable, now I've had to take them off and knot them up before, but these make it a much better to where you can get the perfect height and the length as well too, if it's not too long for you on the petite. Because most of these, you know, there's not that many lines that carry petites. So this, and what I did, I paired it with a jean jacket, and you'll see in the photo, I put it over here, and I did this for very casual. I wore the sneakers with it and everything, but it's a cropped jacket that hits right at the sweet spot of the waist as well too, so you don't even need wearing a belt with this, because the jacket kind of mimics that cut in part, so, and it gives you that shape. So let's go to this one here. Some of the things that I see some of these prairie dresses. Oh my goodness. And they're just so, there's a fine line between looking like you're a toddler in some of these dresses, and as opposed to looking put together in one of them. This one I've had for a couple of years, and I got it from Target, and it is a long, and you'll see in the photo, but what I look at for when I'm looking for dresses that are tiered, I look to see where the first row of the ruffle or of the tier is, and where that's going to fall on me. If it's a dropped waist, if it's really low, that is not going to work on a petite figure whatsoever by any way, shape, or form. So now what I had to do with this one, because I really liked it and I love the colors, the greens, to get it to fit across the bust, I had to size up to a medium. And what I had to do is I had to take it to my tailor, and I will, if it's only a dress that I know that I really like, am I going to spend the money to do it? So I had to have them take up probably 2 inches of the shoulder to get it to fit me in the right, to where the arm opening wasn't too big as well either. So as you can see in there, paired this with some neutral shoes, and this is a cool and casual spring/summer dress that with the tiers, which follows what's on trend with a lot of the clothes and stuff, but without all the extra stuff. I would not even think of wearing a dress with a big puffy sleeve with this much fabric at the bottom, because it's just too overwhelming for my petite height. And petite height is 5'4" and under. Yes, it is nothing to do with the actual size. It's all about the height. That's what the petite part is about. Now, to play off of that one, this is another one, Target. Now, this one does have some big puffy sleeves. It does have the empire waist that comes up here and a little bit of gathering, but it is a short dress without the tiers. So here is, I can get away with this type of sleeve as long as the bottom. It's not slender by any means, but it's still, because it is shorter, what am I trying to say? The coordinates, not the coordinates. I'll come to me in a minute. But it's not slender, it's not body cut, but it works with the short sleeves, with short puffy sleeves with a shorter hemline on it. Another one we're going to talk about here is, this is another one from Target that I've had a while, and this does have the empire waist. Again, this is just a peach colored. It does have a ruffle at the bottom, but the fabric, because of the type of fabric, it's very loose, and it flows. It's that kind of crinkle cotton material, but it does have a bit of a sleeve. So if you're scared of the sleeve, or not scared, but if you're uncomfortable about your arms, you can do that. But the height of the opening of the V-neck is very flattering to everybody. The knee, or this hits right above the knees, I guess, on me. And so it works with it just being this waist instead is not fitted. It's kind of loose, but it's at the right height. And that's what is the important part for me. So this one here, I absolutely love. I've had this for a couple of years. This is a Michael Kors, and it's a long, straight, there's no darts or anything. It's knit, so you can do so much with this. Now, this is a maxi dress on me because it does come down to my ankles, but it has a big slit on each side. So what I decided to do was to add in this beautiful little belt that I have. I showed it the other day on a video. It is a chain belt with gold and pearl. Okay, now I'm going to show you in the picture here. What I have done is I have put it at my natural waist, which I am, because I'm so short-waisted. I'm petite, but I'm short-waisted. That means that I am 2/3 legs. So you can really tell in this picture when I put this up against where my natural waist is, how long and lean that makes me look. But because of the long line of the dress, what I can also do is, and you'll see where I moved it down just a little bit to be more relaxed and set a little bit on the hips. I can do that because of the longer profile of this dress. If it wasn't, I wouldn't be able to do that. So, yeah. If any of these items that I can find online, I'll put links for them down below. All right, this is one that I just got from Amazon, and this was, I think, around 32, something like that. But I love the print on it. It's this little moss green with the flutter sleeves. And you'll see in the picture here, the waist is, it's not a petite, but it's actually short enough in the waist for, and works for me. The V neck opening here was a little revealing, so I did have to pin it a little bit. But what is so cool that I liked about this, and you'll see in the picture, is the high-low hem. High-low hems are great for petite women. I mean, a little bit, you know, showing knee in the front and not in the back, and wearing some basic heels, which the basic heels that I have are these that I got off of Amazon. Are these not the perfect summer sandal? It is the squared toe here, but they're the nude. So whenever you put a nude shoe on, your foot is just going to blend into it, and it's going to make it longer and leaner. If you put a bright colored shoe on, you're bringing attention to that feet, and you're going to create a welcoming line there. So these are perfect. You do have to size down in them, I found. They are a little bit big right here for me. I have a narrow foot. And so that's something that I have to watch for as well when I am shopping. But these would go great with jeans, skirts, dresses for the summer, and they have them in a ton of different colors. I'm thinking maybe about getting the gold ones too. But just, you know, it's just a nice clean line when you wear a nude shoe with your dresses. Another thing that I was showing that I had on with that is this cute little purse. I bought this recently off of Amazon. Can you see that? I don't know if it shows up or not. It's an ivory, it's faux leather, quilted, but with little gold studs on it. And it is just adorable. I think this is a perfect little spring bag. It goes with everything. So this is something, I'll put a link down below to that as well too. All right, here we have another dress from Amazon, and it is your classic shirt dress style with a belt to where you can put your waist wherever you need it, because it's in the petites, that is the hardest part. Now, the thing that did not work for me was the sleeves. The sleeves are too long. When you have, you know, to have your sleeve length needs to be between your wrist and your thumb. Like right, that sweet spot right there. If it's too long, if it's down here to your finger, if it's down here, it's too long. And anytime you're wearing clothes that are ill-fitted, it's going to stand out. So if it's something that you really like, if I really was in love with this dress, I would take it and have the sleeves tailored. But I'm not in love with it. I'll put the link there down below. I think it's a pretty dress, but it's I don't know if it's the stripes that are too bold for me or what, but it just didn't work for me. Here's another one that I got from Amazon that did not work for me, and that is this light blue little print wrap dress. So here is the sleeves again, which are very forgiving for our upper arms. But here's the thing, it has a self-tie belt on it. But what here, and I'm going to try and do it, I'll show you, you'll see it in the thing, but here. But the seams, where I can hold it here, where the seams here for the waist, and it has the gathers for the bust line right here. They don't match up. They're not in alignment, and you can see in the photo here. So that is another thing that we have to pay attention to when we're shopping. You know, if you're out at a store and you can hold things up and you can kind of look at it, it's really hard online. They're not going to give you all the different measurements. So some of it you just have to play by ear. Some dresses I can get away without a petite, and some I can't. And typically, if I am going to buy a petite, like if I wear a size 6, I'm going to go, and I'm going to need it in a petite. I'm going to go up to an 8 petite, sorry, in that dress. Sometimes it just seems that my experience has been that they're smaller all over, as well as the misses is too. So not all brands, but a lot of brands. So you really want to look at the measurements. But it's all about the proportions of where your body is and where everything hits on your body. So our biggest challenges are the waist. So number one, look where the waist is. The hemline, you don't want them to be too short and you don't want them to be too long. If you are going to wear a midi, look to where the hemline hits you. You don't want it hitting at the widest part of your calf, just like you don't want it hitting the widest part of your thigh, you know, if that is an issue for you. So, but from the waist to up here, if it can be adjustable, that is a plus. If not, do you like it enough to go have it altered to have those seams taken up to make it fit you the best way possible? When you are looking at clothes, like you're in the store or you're looking at them online and you can see the rear view picture, look at that. See how it is it going to be flattering or not? A lot of these dresses that you find, they're cut very, very straight and there's no shape whatsoever. So you either have to make the shape or not. Like this black one here didn't have the straight, but I made an elegant curve with it with the belt. So it's just about knowing what your body shape is and where the proportions need to be as far as the waist, the sleeve length, the hem length, and not having too much up here and a lot down here. That doesn't work. But like I said, I mean, you can just look like you're, 14 years old or you're a toddler. Some of these dresses that they have out now are just, I just don't care for them. So I hope that these sharing my challenges with you by being petite has helped you. And if you have any questions for me, please leave them down below. If you are coming over from Aurelia's channel, thank you so much and welcome to my channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. And once again, I want to thank Aurelia for doing this little video with me, sharing our challenges as petite women, petite stylists, and knowing that if we just keep looking a little bit further, we'll find the right thing that works for our body. It's not all, one size does not fit all, and it is not only about the size, but it's in the proportions of the height and where the parts of your body fit. So that's what we're trying to hit home with today. So we hope that maybe we've been able to give you some inspiration and help you with your petite styling. So with that said, thank you, Aurelia. Love you, girl. And what do I tell you, ladies, every day? I tell you every single day to get up and show up because you are worth it. So until I see you in my next video, have a very safe and a very blessed day.